Hello everyone, my name's Cubic, and in today's video I will be showing you all how to build your very own Minecraft skin statue. I thought that this video might help you all since I've been starting to get into some 3D pixel art recently myself, and from gaining a little bit of experience, I've discovered a few tricks and techniques that I feel you would benefit from. And before we get started, I just want to remind you that if you do end up enjoying the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribe as we're so close to reaching our goal of 50 subscribers. But enough said, let's get into the tutorial. So the first step to creating your statue is to determine your dimensions, as this may vary if you're deciding to go with a larger or smaller scale for your statue, whether or not you're using the classic or slim skin form, or if you're a Bedrock player and you use a custom 3D skin. Regardless of any, the best starting point for any statue is, the legs should be 8 blocks by 4 blocks by 12 blocks, the torso should also be 8 by 4 by 12, the arms should be 4 by 12 by 3 or 4 depending on if you're using the slim skin model or not, and finally the head should be a simple 8 by 8 by 8 cube. Check if you position the head correctly if you have an overhang of 2 blocks on both the front and the back. Okay, so once you have determined the dimensions that you're going to use, you then must determine the blocks that you're going to use. The best way that you're going to achieve this is just to scroll through the creative inventory, trying to find all the blocks that fit your color palette. For my own example, since I'm going to be constructing my regular Minecraft skin, I'll be using the blocks shown, which I feel will fit my skin's colors nicely. So once you've determined your dimensions and color palette, you can go finally on to building your skin. To make this process a lot easier, I recommend checking out your NameMC page. To do that, just go to namemc.com, type in the username of the skin that you're doing, click on the right profile, and then check out the skin from there. So in this tutorial, I will be building my own Minecraft skin in order to give you all a good example of how it's done. So I recommend starting at the very bottom and just simply working your way up to the skin. For my example, I will be using black concrete to create the shoes of my skin. Another important thing to note is that when you're creating the skin, you also want to experiment as much as possible to try and create texture, especially if you're going for a sort of organic build like mine. If you have the World Edit mod installed or something similar, you can create random patterns using commands. For example, I can do /set gray concrete powder, and gray wool, and that will give me the pattern that I need. Another great tip is that when you're using the gravity influenced blocks such as sand, gravel, or concrete powder, use barrier blocks underneath them to prevent them from falling especially. You can get this block by typing in /give @a Minecraft barrier, and just layer it in underneath any overhanging parts of your build, be it any miscellaneous exterior details or just the arms. As you're building your skin, you may come across a small issue. The blocks on the side show up at the front, which can sometimes not be the case on your actual skin, such as shown here. In this case, you can either do one of two things, use trapdoors or some other block that has different sides that fit your desired color palette, or 2, try and improvise. And that's exactly what I've been doing here. I've been changing up some of the details in the arms just so I can have the right texture and blocks that I want in and almost the right place, but with some differences from my actual skin. Just go with whatever looks best and move on. Okay, so now onto the head. This may be the trickiest part for some of you, considering that this part may require the most amount of care and attention to detail than all the other parts, of course depending on your skin. But it's best to start out with just a blank canvas. In my example, I'm going to be starting out with the 8 by 8 by 8 cube of light gray concrete powder, and wool. Then I'm going to work out the remaining details, like the eyes and eyebrows, the strip of white fur at the front, nose, ears, and hood of my character's hoodie at the back. Of course, don't be afraid to deviate from your original skin's design, as this will make your final project even more spectacular. If you've made it this far into the tutorial, well, your skin is almost complete. The very last thing that you may want to do, and this part is of course optional, is to add the finishing details to your skin. In my example, the last thing that I will be doing is adding the green hair to the head with a little grass that I put in via commands on top, the tail at the back, and finally the strings to my hoodie. It is of course advised to go as close as possible in accuracy when building these final details to what's actually on your skin, as this will make your final product look very nice. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This one took quite a while to make, that's why there's been such a pause in videos since the last one, but I do hope that this tutorial did help y'all in some way. Once again, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, drop a like, and if you really liked it, then be sure to subscribe on your way out, as we're so close to reaching our goal of 50 subscribers. As of the recording of this video, we only have 4 more to go. Anyways, that's enough from me. Have a nice day.